Hey, 8th grade Bible. This is Mr. Barnett, and I'm hoping you're doing well. Hoping you're keeping up with your studies, but I hope you're just surviving this whole thing well. I know it is a very strange and very weird time that we live in, and the things we have to deal with. And so, hopefully, everything's working out. Hopefully, you're praying for me, and I'm praying for you, and things are going to work out. And like I say, we hope to be together soon. But for right now, we're going to do it this way. I want to give you some personal instruction, some notes that you can take so that as the test comes up, you'll have what you need. So last week we talked about how our words, how to tame our tongue. And this week we're talking about what we say to others. What I find interesting is that our words are infectious. And I know in this scenario, we talk about coronavirus, that we talk about infection. Our words have the same ability as any infection. We have the ability to spread it. And as our words go forth, they affect other people. There are three things that our words can do that are negative, and you're going to want to write this down. So three things that our words do that are negative. We can spread fear, we can spread anger, and we can spread hatred. And if we're not careful, if we let our just words go, not only do our words affect us, but they affect other people. We can also use our words, three things that we can use our words for that are positive. Again, you want to write this down. We can spread love, we can spread concern, we can spread comfort. So the same words that we use can either build people up or tear people down. And they are infectious. And by the way, what's interesting is you say something to somebody else, then they say something to somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. And before you know it, that's how rumors get started. Okay. And sometimes they're accidental and sometimes they're on purpose. But there are two things that our words do. Again, two bad things that we can do with our words, and that is lying and gossiping. Now, the definition of lying, again, you want to write this down, is saying something untrue when you know the truth. If you say something untrue, but you don't know that it's not true, then you're just misinformed. You're just wrong, okay? But if you say something that you know is untrue, and yet you know the truth, that's lying, okay? The other thing that we can do that is negative is gossiping. And of course, gossiping is, and I'm going to give you the definition, saying something that may be true, but is almost always unnecessary. Gossip doesn't have to be lies. In other words, you could say something true about somebody, but you say it in a way that it may be true, but it's unnecessary. So why do people lie? Again, I want to write this down. To get something they get out of something that they don't deserve, that they do deserve. So people lie to get out of something they deserve. So did you do that? No, I didn't. That's a lie. Okay. The other thing that people do, the reason they lie, is to get something they wouldn't normally get. So you're buying a used car and you say to the salesman, hey, has this car ever been in an accident? And he knows it's been in an accident, but he says, no, it's good. He's lying, and he's doing it to get something, because you wouldn't buy the car if you thought it had been wrecked, but because you think it hasn't, he knows it has, and that's why they invented TrueCar. That's why they invented the TrueCar fax information. Okay. The bottom line is, when we're talking to other people, when we're dealing with other people, we need to choose our words carefully. Oftentimes, it is not what we say, but how we say it that's important. A lot of times, it's not even what we say. It's the tone of voice, it's the body language, it's the timing. I can say something to somebody 1 minute, and they take it as a joke, and everything's fine. You say the same thing to the same person the very next day, but they've had a bad morning, and now all of a sudden they're offended. So sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it and who you say it to. Again, you need to know who you're talking to. Some of you I can kid around with, and you guys are great. Others of you, a little more sensitive, a little more delicate, and so I have to be a little more delicate with you. I'm not always, trust me. You guys can tell stories to each other about the fact that I haven't gotten it right 100% of the time. But if you check my file, I am human. So, And that's what we look at each other. We are human. But lying and gossiping are two things that you can do with your words that will very much hurt and adversely affect other people. So you got to be careful about that, okay? You can say something that somebody doesn't want to hear, but in a nice way, and they will actually accept it. When I was a pastor, I had a policy of being firm but nice. In other words, I may have to say no, but I know 17 different ways to say no without actually using the word no. So I can be firm but nice, okay? So your homework for this week is going to be to watch this video, take these notes that I just gave you, okay? I'm going to send you page 231, 232, and 234, and you're going to do that for next week for homework. I'm going to send it out to you on Monday. So, like I say, hopefully we'll be together soon, but I want to give you some stuff that you can use to take notes. And if you have any questions, always send me an email and I'll do my best. I'm keeping track of my email on a regular basis. So if you need anything, let me know. If you need me to clarify notes, let me know. But like I say, hopefully this whole thing will be over soon and we'll be back to regularly scheduled programming. If we get back on the 15th, look at it this way, it's only 5 weeks to the end of the school year. So then you can be home. But anyway, hopefully things are good. Hopefully you're doing well. God bless you.